I go to hit my brakes and it goes all the way to the floor.
You may be wondering, Heavy D, you're not fast at anything. What are you doing at Bristol Motor Speedway in a fire suit? I'll tell you, I'm about to race those. Ladies and gentlemen, we are in Charlotte, North Carolina at the home of Robbie Gordon's Stadium Super Truck Racing. Now we're here to figure out just why on earth Robbie Gordon and all the guys that are part of Stadium Super Trucks believe that these wild off-road trucks actually have a place on asphalt all over the world. This is one of like the fastest growing on-road, off-road motorsports around. Basically they take miniature, picture like a trophy truck, and they take them to like big motor speedways like Bristol Motor Speedway, where I'm actually gonna end up racing these Stadium Super Trucks this weekend. Basically we're here to show you if this sport is worth a damn. So we're gonna go inside right now, meet Robbie Gordon, the man behind the whole sport, the man behind the idea, and the man behind many other different businesses and ventures and cool stuff in the off-road world. The guy's an off-road racing champ. This will actually be my first time meeting him. We've kind of crossed paths at different races and stuff over the years, but I've never actually sat down and chatted with him. So this guy is a wealth of knowledge and information. We're gonna go check it out. Oh, also, this morning at breakfast, it was brought to our attention that Thomas Watercott, I thought it was Walcott, Thomas Watercott is running for Libertarian candidate, U.S. House of Representatives, North Carolina 6th Congressional District. And he handed us a business card and said, hey, vote for a trucker. All right, let's go find Robbie. Robbie! Knock, knock. We're here.
How's it going, man?
Hey, buddy.
Good to see you.
Finally made it.
Awesome. Good to have you.
Good to see you.
I was going to pick you up in the van, you know, and
You know, that would have been nice.
I was going to bring helmets so we could lick the windows.
That's perfect for us, man. You must have met my guys already.
I did. Well,
Window lickers.
Yep, same. I'm the same, so it's okay.
We interrupt this program to bring you a special report.
You guys know the guy who does the outros? Outro Eric? Well, he's getting married. He just got engaged, and you know, as friends and, you know, father figures to Eric, we figured can't let him get married without having the talk with him. I'm gonna invite him into the office, and we're gonna give him a breakdown of how things work.
You want to see me, Dave? Right now?
Hey, no, why don't you come on, grab a seat.
Right here. Got this warmed up for you.
There you go.
There you go, big guys. Sit down, get comfortable.
You know, as part of getting married and, you know, taking that big next step, there comes a time in, you know, a man's life where he loves a woman very much, and together they decide to take a big step forward together.
And usually only happens when you get married. Like, it's not something you do beforehand. It's usually like you wait till you get married to do this.
To commemorate
it's a
the
big deal.
marriage.
Yeah.
This isn't always the easiest thing to talk about, simply because you may have heard things from friends, and we just want to set the record straight and make sure that everything goes smoothly.
It's not something you take lightly.
Well,
you're
You're planting your seed.
You are planting a seed, and it has long-term lasting
Yeah.
consequences.
So we can talk about this in an office setting. Yes.
Yeah, well,
Are you ready to plant your seed?
I mean,
I've been waiting for this. I didn't think I'd be asking you this ever.
Sure.
Does this size matter?
oh.
The good news is, man, you can start with as little as 1 square foot.
1 square foot.
You can start your family legacy with just 1 square foot. You see, we purchased a plot of land for you in Scotland. And as the owner of that land, you, Eric, are now a lord.
Lord Eric.
Congratulations,
Eric
my
Redding.
man.
I kind of thought we were talking about something else, but this is great.
What else
This is
are we
amazing.
talking about?
What are you talking?
No, this is our gift. This is what we wanted to chat with you about. So Established Titles, I don't know if you know this or not, but it's a company that allows you to buy land in Scotland. So you officially own 1 square foot of land, and as a landowner in Scotland, you, my friend, are now a lord.
1 square foot, all you need.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Size doesn't always matter. You can start with 1 square foot of land in Scotland, and that can make you a lord or a lady. We got 10% off when we purchased it for him from establishedtitles.com/HeavyD by using the code HeavyD. Yes, I used my own promo code to buy a gift for one of my employees. It's fine. Anyways, guys, listen, if you want to buy one of the best gifts money can buy, make a friend or a loved one, or hell, even yourself, a lord or a lady by buying as little as 1 square foot of land in Scotland. Another perk to this is every time they sell a plot of land, they plant a tree to help conserve the beauty of Scotland and other beautiful places across the world. And you know what's cool? If you order right now, your plot is most likely going to be right next to mine or Eric's or Lord Diesel Dave's or Lord Hans, because we bought all of ours together, and typically when you buy them, they stack them right by each other. So if you want to be in the coolest neighborhood in Scotland with some of the coolest lords around, click the link in my description below, get 10% off, and become noble today.
Welcome to the neighborhood.
Thank you.
Neighborhood block party. We're expecting gifts.
So this is headquarters.
This is what I call Speed Factory. You know, growing up as a kid, you dream of having something like this when you're done. And I've been fortunate enough to work for everybody over the years.
Right.
A little bit of IndyCar, a little bit of NASCAR, a little bit of Mickey Thompson off-road, some Baja stuff. Obviously,
how long have you been racing?
It's gonna show my age. racing for 48 years.
In general, just
in general,
motorsports.
BMX. Started in BMX and kind of went up through the
48 years of racing. 40. I didn't even know you were 48 years old.
Yeah. No, I'm 53.
53. Yeah, you're still a baby.
Still got
Ladies and gentlemen, Robbie Gordon. If you don't know the man, you don't recognize the face, if you don't recognize the bright color schemes and the amazing branding this guy does, off-road racing legend in general. Apparently, you've been racing all sorts of stuff, and you're kind of this guy's a pioneer, and not just was a pioneer, but still a pioneer. In fact, I feel like you're kind of on the cutting edge of your career right now. Yeah. Most racers that your age, I think, are kind of starting to hang back at the golf course, chill out. You found another gear. Well,
when I was 40, I was looking at NASCAR, I was driving NASCAR. I was like, what am I gonna do? And you know, a lot of people always gave me a hard time because I didn't stay at Childress, or I didn't go to Hendrick, or I didn't go to Roush, and I just kind of did my own thing with my own cars. If we wouldn't have done that, we wouldn't have the facility.
Right.
We wouldn't have home base to be able to do what we do today.
So is that where this came from?
Yeah, most of this came from stock car. This was stock car shops. Come on, we'll walk you through. There's 26 SSTs because when COVID hit, all the China SSTs came back, and all the Australia that we did with V8 supercars came back to the country. So we have
26 chassis.
26 running SST trucks.
Is every SST truck that races wholly owned by you?
Yes.
There's no independence?
No. When I raced, if you didn't have what Roush had or Hendrick had or Gibbs had, you were just second best.
Yep.
And I felt that there was plenty of badass racers out there that never got the opportunity because they couldn't have a shop like this.
Right.
So basically what we can do is like we did for you this weekend, and you know, Continental's one of our trucks, VP's one of our trucks. We got a bunch of house trucks as well. Yeah. Very similar to Monster Jam, except for all the trucks can have branding on them. So each driver can go out and find sponsorship and come in and lease a truck for a year, go race, get exposure, and not have to have the headache of a race team. Yeah. And that's the biggest pain in the ass. Right. Because that means every race team has to have a shop like this to compete against me. Right. Or we just do every truck and let every guy come in and do what they want and come up with a basic set of rules and turn it into a driver series.
And you're able to control whether the trucks are truly spec as well.
100%.
Rather than this guy might be spec, he might not be.
No. Every part is the same.
Level.
Every part will walk into the fab shop, comes out of a fixture. Yeah. One thing we do find is one truck will get a little more twist, and that's all how they're welded. Right. There's a lot of, you know, because if you look at, if it moves a 1/4 inch over here and you're 3 foot down the line, that's an inch over there. And so you get a lot of different feels out of the trucks based on how they're either put together or if one truck is stiffer than the other truck. Yeah. So we do everything we can to make the truck the same.
Other than that, you got same engine package, same transmission, drivetrain.
We put them all on the dyno. They're all within 5 horsepower. Wow. And basically, we're going to get to the point where we'll have very soon fly-by-wire. Yeah. So we can really make sure they're exactly the same, because you could just adjust and make them all within a horsepower. Wow. But the biggest thing is the trucks are opposite aero. Yeah. So the last place truck goes fastest. Oh, okay. It's completely opposite from everything I raced in my whole life. Yeah. Because we make lift. So the first truck makes more lift than the second truck. Let's just say a truck weighs 2,400 pounds and it has 500 pounds of lift. That first truck goes through the corner with 1,800 or 1,900 pounds of weight on the tires. Yeah. The second and third place truck go through with like 2,200 pounds and 2,300 pounds of weight. So they have more grip. So it brings all of us together. Now Bristol, we're not going to get to see it this weekend. Right. But the draft, the second and third truck in line is 10 mile an hour faster on straightaway. Really? So you get this passing and you get the
in other
racing.
words, lift is not your friend in this sport, because lift means slower and loss of traction.
Yes.
The handling is harder. Everything is difficult when the truck is trying to pick up.
Yep. You know, if a guy complains about a truck, Max, myself, Sheldon, Creed, Brabham. Right. You don't like your truck, trade you.
Swap it out.
And literally in about 10 minutes, we could have the body off, body on, switch trucks, and that truck will still win the next day with the same driver.
So it's not about the truck, it's about the driver.
It's about the driver. It's a driver series. It's a fun series. Right. It's got a little bit of demolition derby built in it, a little bit of monster jam.
A little bit of bumping.
A lot of bumping.
Truck, yeah.
A lot of bumping.
Yeah.
We don't like guys just dumping each other.
Right.
Because anybody can dump each other.
Right.
We give everybody that comes and races with us gets a body and bumpers.
Yeah.
Basically, they're yours at the end of the weekend. If they're there, benefit to us.
Yeah.
If they're not there,
Then.
it doesn't cost you anything more.
Yeah.
We rebuild it, put it back together, and do it again.
Nice.
So-
Cool. What motor do the trucks have in them?
They basically have a combination of an LS3, LS7.
Okay.
I needed dry sump.
Yeah.
Because we have this thing of 4-second vertical G, and I'm sure you guys play with that with monster trucks, but we had to make a dry sump tank that actually shoots the oil back into the pickup.
Right.
Because all the oil was going to the top, and at 7,000 RPM for 2 or 3 seconds
Right.
of no oil pressure, we were blowing all the rods and
Yeah.
bearings and everything was blowing up on them.
Huh.
So we built this oil tank that has the return oil actually shoots right back into the pickup.
Wow.
So that even though it's aerated oil,
Right.
aerated oil is better than no oil.
Exactly. So Robbie's mentioned Monster Jam a couple of times, and that's important because I had no idea that you were running a program that was so similar.
Yes.
Monster Jam, the way it works, you guys already know, they own most of the trucks that are there. In fact, they own all the trucks that are down at Feld, and they just put different bodies on them. The difference between you and Monster Jam is they brand the truck as a character, you know, the Gravedigger or the Jurassic guy or this or that, and you are saying, no, let's keep some of that stock car feel with the sponsors, the branding, and so rather than the trucks being dragons and all those different things, you have a lot more competition than Feld allows. Monster Jam is more like a, hey, let Gravedigger go out and win type of show, you know, because that's what sells the most merch, whereas you are like, let the best driver go out and win.
Yeah.
So you're, focusing on the driver, which I love, which is what a lot of people will love because motorsports is about competition. It's not just about selling merch.
Right.
So that's why this is such a cool thing. That's why it intrigued me so much. But
You know, I was one of those lucky ones, okay?
Right.
I came out of motocross,
Yeah.
went straight into Mickey Thompson as Ivan Stewart's teammate at Toyota,
Yeah,
and
wow.
we won everything. Nobody could compete
Yeah.
with us. Well, this is basically a Toyota MTEG truck, Mickey Thompson Entertainment
Right,
Group
yeah.
truck, on steroids with double the horsepower, 35-inch tall tires, and everybody can race them.
yeah, exactly.
Everybody gets an Ivan Stewart truck.
I love
Instead
that.
of one guy getting an Ivan Stewart
Right.
truck, which is really cool.
Playing field is level.
It's good racing.
So Cletus jumped in one of these trucks, first race, almost won, which is crazy because Cletus is not an off-road racer.
No, but he's a
driver.
drifter.
Mhm.
Okay, he's a good drifter.
Yep.
He's got car control.
Yep.
When he showed up here, there was smoke everywhere. Blue smoke off the top of the tires. I'm like,
Smoke.
dude, slow it down.
Yeah.
And I finally got him to slow down to a point where it almost like 80% his speed
Right.
was like 2 seconds a lap faster.
Wow.
And that's what we'll do today
Yeah.
with you is
Perfect.
teach you, okay, go out there, go drift, go get comfortable. I'm not even going to tell you what to do the first time when you go drive it.
Right.
I'm going to show you where the fire switch is,
Yep.
and I'm going to let you go learn the balance of the car. And then I'll start teaching you, okay, here's what's fast.
Yeah.
There is my Hot Wheels Matchbox garage.
Were those your actual race cars?
Those were nice cars. 2 of those cars I won Snowman, Watkins, Glen, and Cup. So I've won a race in IndyCar, NASCAR, IMSA, NASCAR Cup, NASCAR Xfinity, Busch. But
What was your favorite asphalt sport?
IndyCar by far.
Indy?
As you're seeing Jimmy Johnson
Yeah.
today, it's a fighter plane.
Yeah.
You know, you got helicopters.
Right.
You have those cool toys.
You're
And
handling, you're moving the cars.
From 95 to 99, we lost 4 drivers. And these cars at that point were making 1,300 horsepower, and they weighed 1,450.
Gee.
Almost 1-to-1. Violent race cars, 10,000 pounds of downforce. We went 265 miles an hour around Fontana.
Dude, that's
And
so fast.
Now today, an SST truck makes more power than a current Indy car.
What are they making now?
600,
Oh,
550.
really? They had to dial it all back?
Dial it all back.
That's what it looks like. Buddy, excited?
Yeah.
This place is rad.
Yeah, you're gonna like this. Every time we do anything.
All right,
How you
let's see
doing?
it.
Good to see you.
You go first? Yeah.
So, Diesel Dave and Hans just got here, and we're showing Diesel Dave all the fun that I get to have this weekend with
Yeah.
Robbie and the guys.
Yeah, he's I gotta be honest, and you know, it's just really not fair. I heard he's a badass driver.
I mean, I wouldn't call him badass, but he's a driver.
And he knows the truck will look better in orange.
I'm gonna do something unheard of.
What?
I'm gonna do a 2-for-1.
Well, hi.
Yeah, you did a lease for me for a truck for the weekend. Ooh, get out of here.
Whoa.
Oh,
nice.
you're giving us
Nice
2
hit.
trucks this weekend? One for me, one?
One for
Yeah!
He's been crying all week about this, just so you know.
can't let him-
He's been complaining the whole week.
That's a big deal, dude.
Well, I mean, I
That's
think-
really generous of you.
I think it's
Yeah.
good that you guys are here.
Thank you very much.
And,
Did you guys hear that? I don't know if that moment got justice. Robbie just casually threw out, "Hey, we'll give you." We didn't bring
2 for 1.
coupons or anything.
Hold on,
He's
you
like,
don't
"Hey,
have a helmet?
2 for 1."
No, I don't have a
No, he has no helmet. I'm gonna get you a helmet.
I got a race suit
You
for
might.
you.
Do you have an energy deal?
Nope. You got speed. I do now.
You got a speed energy.
Trying to get a sponsorship.
Yeah.
All the same.
All at the same time.
Robbie just pulled another truck out of thin air.
Well, no, it's in the top of the harbor. So
And apparently Diesel Dave is now going to race this weekend, which is awesome. So I'm suited up. Now we're gonna go sit in the car. Shrek made a little change on the steering column, pushed it in a little bit. It's pretty wild. They made some pretty serious changes to this car for me to fit in there because they're pretty small trucks. Like Robbie said, they only weigh about 2,200 pounds. Pretty small little chassis. So they had to cut the whole frame rails below where I sit, push them down 3 inches. Kind of how it goes with every race truck or race car that I get in. Rodo's or Mega Truck when I bought it. Dennis Anderson had to rebuild the whole thing, push the seat back a bunch just because I got long legs and broad shoulders, and being crammed in there is not safe and not comfortable. You can't be competitive if you feel like you're just smushed in the car. So,
Dude, you're in the race.
I don't know what happened. I might not wake up. I'm like, this has got to be a dream.
This is crazy.
we like to have fun. That's a problem. I'm not a CEO. I'm a COF.
Cheap for fun.
Yep. I do have a suit. Let's just pray these things fit. If not, we're going to the other room.
We're snug as a bug in a rug, but we're in. I just like to thank my sponsors. I wasn't about to not fit.
just speed tattoo on your lower back now?
There's the guy that does them inside the trailer.
So,
hold on, let me click around.
Yeah, let's see what's.
That's
Ladies and gentlemen, this guy right here is a very generous son of a bitch. We came out here to Charlotte to race at Bristol Motor Speedway this weekend at Stadium Super Trucks, and it was just going to be me because we were kind of getting our feet wet, feeling it out. If it went well, we were going to bring Diesel Dave out to race the next race with me. Now there's another competitor out there driving against me and the Brodozer and Robbie and Max and the whole gang, a bunch of other YouTubers. Robbie, I just want you to know that the race just got a whole hell of a lot more interesting because anytime that guy gets in the middle of a pack and it's going fast, things get interesting.
He closes his eyes.
There's no grass.
He closes his eyes and he just does this.
We just went from 12 trucks to 13.
He's the equivalent of about 6 trucks out there.
Yep. 6 trucks?
Do we have rear view mirrors for his truck?
We do. All trucks have mirrors.
I gotta be able to see all you guys.
Nice, got him.
That's all right. He's never had comms once in his entire racing
Yeah, I've never had
career.
No, Max, we don't have shutoffs on these things. That's fine. We don't have fuel shutoffs.
Put your hand over the air intake.
You do like the jet skis. Just tie a little tether to me. When I fly out, it'll pop the key out.
You're planning on flying out of the car.
Yeah.
No. He's staying in the car. Let's get this shit straight.
There's a JK, LOL.
Guys, this is actually really cool. I had no idea how dialed this program is. If you've ever wanted to race one of these trucks in the stadium, you can actually just get a hold of Robbie's team, come down here, get set up, they'll throw you in a truck. Apparently they'll paint a suit on you.
Paint it right on.
And
Dude, that thing is painted on.
we're getting ready to do some practice right now, and you can literally drive a race truck with some of the best racers in the world just like that. You don't have to own a race team, you don't have to qualify, you don't have to do anything other than show up, give this man a little bit of money, and you're in a truck.
We didn't even tell him we were in until earlier this week.
Sometimes you just
Yeah,
get
no,
sponsored by Speed.
we confirmed 2 days ago, or a day and a half ago.
So 2 days ago, and so I started asking these personal questions like, what size pants do you wear? How much do you weigh? And how tall are you?
And some more
And
personal
literally we
questions.
walked out to the back of the shop and said, Shrek, we got a big one coming. Literally cut the bottom of the frame rails out of it. He climbed this thing and had a full handful above his head.
Yeah.
He is definitely safe enough.
I don't fit in many cars. Every monster truck, everything I get in always has to be reworked. I sat in there and you guys had already done the work. It was dialed. The arrive and drive aspect of this is not like arrive and drive some clapped out truck. Like, my truck looks brand new. It's fitted for me. It's a hell of a program. You guys should definitely look into it. Like, I'm not just saying that. And it's actually really affordable considering what you can do with the truck. You can sell sponsorships, right? Branding,
You can
whatever
market
you want.
it, you can brand it, you can sell it, you can co-brand it, you can split it up between partners. Shrek, fill us in on what we got going down here, dude. Shrek.
While you're holding that transmission.
It's kind of crazy. It's a parking lot, but it's also definitely a racetrack. Like, parking lots don't just have those. Robbie's done a really good job here. It's cool to see just how dedicated he is to this world of motorsports.
do you think, Hans?
Listen, man. I'm kind of offended I'm not driving.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine.
It's got plenty of power. It's got plenty of suspension, but you're not using it all. It's all about what the driver's doing, and I'm shaving, you know, little bits off of each lap by making dumb little changes, not big, wide open pulls. That's impressive, man. That's definitely gonna make not only me, but everybody who gets a chance to do this a better driver. You know, Max came out and he's like, hey man, you're overdriving it. This isn't a flat-footed track. This is a half to 3/4 throttle. And as soon as I did that, I felt myself speed up at least, you know, 1 or 2 seconds each lap.
So how do you feel about racing, buddy?
I'm so amped. I don't know.
You thought this was a picture?
Yeah, it's Bristol.
Well, yeah, at first I didn't think it was a picture because you were a photographer. Now listen, I thought it was a dream. I've been waiting to wake up because I never in a million years have expected this.
Father, how was it?
That's a lot of fun. It's like a high-stakes go-karts with a lot more power and a lot more skill required to be fast.
How fast do you think you were? You think you're fast?
I'm probably somewhere in the middle of the road.
What I heard from Coach over there is that you were in front of the pack.
Yeah, fastest guy this week.
Really?
Seriously.
That's good.
Trying to break into the 30 club?
You're the quickest of anybody that's come test this week.
That's killer.
That's good news. I'd like to be faster, and we're going to be faster after lunch.
Bro, you look good.
Thank you.
Here we go. Already cooking.
Hey man, you're my best friend. Shake me back. to Bristol Motor Speedway here in Bristol, Tennessee. And you may be wondering, Heavy D, you're not fast at anything. What are you doing at Bristol Motor Speedway in a fire suit? I'll tell you, I'm about to race those. Those are off-road trucks, little miniature trophy trucks, if you will. And we're getting ready to race them here on Bristol Motor Speedway half-mile track. Now guys, this place is one of the most iconic raceways in the entire world. Huge sweeping banked turns, just home of some of the greatest racing to ever happen. But that's stock car, aka NASCAR racing. But now we're bringing the thunder with the Stadium Super Trucks. And I'll tell you right now, these trucks have no business racing on the asphalt. They're designed for dirt, for off-road, for big jumps. But I'm gonna show you today why Stadium Super Truck racing could be the next big motorsport. I'm telling you, the next biggest thing. Now this race is packed full of some exciting characters. You got guys like Matt from Demolition Rants. You got Diesel Dave. You got Cletus McFarland. You got Derek from Vice Grip Garage. You got Robbie Gordon, Max Gordon. The list goes on and on and on. We got a race of 13 trucks packed full of drivers with a lot of personality, a lot of different skills, a lot of different backgrounds. The stands are full. The fans are still pulling in. This is turning into a huge event. It's 2 days of racing. Today's Saturday. We're about to go out there and do qualifying right now. And then depending on how we finish today and qualify, that puts us in position for tomorrow's race, which we'll be doing as well. And then on top of that, right after tomorrow's Stadium Super Truck race, we're gonna be racing the Bristol 1000 Crown Vic race with Cletus McFarland and everybody else. It's very entertaining and a great idea from the mind of the great Robbie Gordon. Just finished practice and qualifying, and Robbie and I were sitting talking about the track, and everybody's kind of trying to figure out whether this is the right track or not. And that's the beauty of Stadium Super Trucks, is Robbie's in control, so he can say, no, let's make it the best show for the fans and the best track for the racers. So we're making a change. We're getting rid of the chicane, which is kind of like that S-turn in the infield. We're gonna take that jump, move it right here, and then put the other jump right behind it. So it's kind of cool, you get two jumps, like a little bunny hop. That's good for us because it's less turning, more just straight.
What's better than one jump? Two jumps.
What's better than listening to their voices? Subtitles.
Yeah, subtitles. We love subtitles.
Qualifying is funny here. Normally in qualifying, when you're racing, your fastest qualifying time puts you in first, second, third, the start position of the race, because that's how they determine the winner. It's the first person across the finish line. It's not based off of time. But qualifying, they use your time to determine your start position. Stadium Super Trucks, they flip that. So if you are the fastest in qualifying, you're at the very back of the pack during race. However, you win points if you're the fastest in qualifying too. So yeah, it's this fine balance between, do I want to be at the front of the pack the whole race, or do I want those qualifying points and then I'm confident I can make my way back?
I'm gonna brake check you so hard on the start line.
Can't wait.
Diesel just locks it up sideways.
pileups suck. You get stuck in one of those, I was the last one to leave. You can see somebody tried driving up me there. Other than that, the truck isn't much more damaged than anybody else.
That was awesome. That was pretty fun. That was good racing. That was good. How's the front end look? You look all right over there? I got in a few little bumps.
It's not as bad as I expected it to be, because I could be Diesel Dave's truck, which is currently, that's the cheesy Chalupa Supreme right there. It's folded right up, dude. What'd you hit? Plowed into it.
So I make the turn, they're right in front of me, and I'm gonna pass them, jump. I go to hit my brakes, and it goes all the way to the floor. Zero brakes. Full speed, just a dance with me in the barricade. That's just money.
So I ended up pretty much right where I qualified, which I'm not mad about. The only thing I don't love, I'm right behind all the professional drivers. I was driving as clean as I possibly could. Dave got a really bad hit. He lost his brakes and hit the wall and wadded his truck up and missed the race. He got 11 laps before he got wiped out. It wasn't his fault. In fact, I watched Dave get bumped on the straightaway going full speed, and I was right behind him, and he got a perfect like 360 and then got back into traffic. He was driving really well. The kid's got freaking serious talent. This is something that I think I could possibly take serious and maybe try to run the whole season, because it's my style of driving. Aggressive, little bumping, lots of jumping, a lot of just cars all over the place trying to get a hang of it. Luckily, they have a backup car for Dave to drive, so he'll be able to race again tomorrow. Day 2 of Bristol Motor Speedway Stadium Super Trucks. Today is the Bristol 1000 Crown Victoria race put on by Cletus McFarland. Yesterday was awesome. We had a stadium truck qualifying and then a stadium truck race. Diesel Dave's truck was totaled yesterday. Unfortunately, he lost brakes. It wasn't really his fault. He got beat up yesterday. He had a bunch of other trucks bullying him a little bit. He ended up losing his brakes, flew into the barricades, ripped the whole front of his truck off. Fortunately, Robbie's team had a spare truck. Dave is in that, so he gets a fresh shot today with a fresh truck, which is good. He needs it. And racing starts in about an hour for Stadium Super Trucks, and then the main event, Bristol 1000, about 4 o'clock tonight. Every single time we've done these Crown Vic race, I've gone out there and I'm super aggressive, and I'm trying, to get a good position within the first 5 or 10 laps. The problem with that is it's completely unnecessary. This being a 100 lap race, it's about just taking our time. I'm gonna be patient. I am gonna be aggressive, but I'm not gonna be stupid, because if I can make it to lap 50 or 60, that means half of the field is probably already gone. So I'm gonna kind of hopefully mind my own business, keep to myself, do my best to keep the car alive, and avoid any major, bumpage. My goal is to make it to at least lap, well, I want to finish. The goal is to finish.
Got me a new truck. I got brakes, which means I'm gonna make all these turns. I'm gonna show these guys what I'm made of.
Super Trucks racing is wrapped up for the weekend. We just finished our last race, and it was a good one. Changed the course up last minute, moved some jumps around, added a chicane on the bank, and I was feeling really good. I was making passes. I'd passed everybody who basically started in the front. I was going to pass Gavin Harlian, who was, I believe, in 5th, so I was going to take the 5th place spot, which was right behind basically Robbie and Max and the other fast drivers. Bam, going for it. I get the pass, and then I kind of doored into him. He pushed back into me. My tire was turned, popped my tire. That was like lap 10 or 11. So I did get the pass, but then I had to come back into the pit, get a tire. And by the time I went back out, the race was almost over, so I finished dead last. Didn't have any time to make up any ground.
In my eyes, you finished 5th, David.
Yeah.
Even though I beat you.
So now I got out of my race suit for a second, but now I got to get right back in to go race the freaking Bristol 1000.
WTFM and Millikan University are proud to present the future of the